Ashley Galiano, welcome to the Don't Wait for Monday podcast. So happy you're here. So let's dive in on all things Reform Pilates. Was there a moment when you thought to yourself, okay, wow, I can really make this happen? Do you think it was when the location came up? What was the specific moment where you were like,
I think when the location came up and we like signed the lease, and when I started telling people, they were all so supportive and they were all like, we need this in Monmouth County. And I think that was kind of like, damn, we could definitely do this. And even like bringing in Kendra as our third partner, that also just solidified that like we could do this. Because I know like being with my mom, like we could butt heads sometimes, and like she came in and was just like a perfect balance. Like if me and my mom can't agree, like she's just like the person that like makes us all agree, all on the same page. So I think like it would have been hard if it was just me and my mom. Not that we couldn't handle it, but more just like bouncing ideas around and just like not butting heads, and like having that third person like definitely I think sealed the deal for us. And I was like, we can make this happen.
Yeah, it sounds like the working dynamic between the three of you guys is like perfect.
Oh my God, it's amazing. My mom does all the back end stuff. She answers the phones. She does all the finances. She does like the numbers. I do like more of the marketing, the merchandise, the employees, while Kendra's like here, and she also manages the employees, manages the memberships, the clients, and all that.
Right, that's awesome. And you talked a little bit about the location, how this spot specifically is perfect for Marlborough and broader Monmouth County.
Yeah.
But what were you looking for when you picked this location specifically and like designing the vibe of the studio? Like, did you know what you wanted? Did you work with a designer, an architect? How did you kind of design the actual studio?
Yeah, so we always knew we wanted like an industrial modern vibe. We wanted to kind of stay away from like the more Zen Pilates, like bright colors. We wanted something that was like sleek, something that you would see in like LA, New York City, like with our glass walls, our arched mirrors. Kendra's daughter is an interior designer, so she definitely helped us. Yeah, she helped us come up with some good ideas. I thought of the arched mirrors. I saw someone in like Dubai have them, and I was like, I need those mirrors.
I think I know exactly who you're talking about because I follow her too.
Literally, I saw a studio in Dubai, but I wanted like huge ones. Like I've seen other ones have like small ones. I was like, I want huge arched mirrors. My mom found the glass, and like we wanted like the open ceiling vibe, and it worked out really well because this used to be a dry cleaner. So our landlord needed to gut the whole thing out, like all the chemicals and everything out, and give us like brand new, almost everything, and like start like a blank slate. Wow. So it was like really easy for us to get our vision to come alive because we had like a blank slate. But it definitely took a lot of work because three women, three ideas, even though we bounce off ideas from each other, which is nice, but three girls coming up with what they want for the Pilates studio is definitely a fun time.
No, agreeing on everything's a miracle. So.
No, literally. But like it helped out that like Kendra's daughter, Bryson's like an incredible interior designer. So she had like awesome ideas too.
Yeah, that's amazing. And so let's dive a little bit further into building the business. What were some of the biggest challenges that you faced in getting started, from funding, finding a space, building clientele? It sounds like the space kind of unfolded perfectly, but maybe building up the business and when you open the doors, building your clientele and your community here.
Yeah, so I would say it was really nice that my dad has been in the fitness industry for 35 years, so he was spreading the word of mouth through all of his clients, which was really nice. My sister is a huge networker. She is the president of a networking group. With her hair salon, she was promoting us, so it was a lot of word of mouth. We never really did like billboards or anything like that, and I do think the location speaks for itself. Like people are gonna walk by and see it, and just like seeing it, people were walking in. I was really lucky that, like I said earlier, I moved home from college like right away, and I saved so much money. I had like no debt. I was able to actually open up the studio without debt. Like we didn't take any business loans or anything like that. Yeah, so we were really lucky. We bought our equipment outright, and we didn't like lease, finance it or anything. So we actually opened up the studio with zero debt, which was like amazing.
That's insane. These reformers are expensive.
Oh yeah, these reformers are no joke. Yeah. And just like people think that I think like opening up a Pilates studio, you could just like slap have mats on the floor and like get a surround sound system and like you're done. But like so much more goes into it. Like it is very expensive and like you can't cheap out on things. Like each machine is like over $10,000.
Yeah.
And we have 11. So just right there is a big overhead. But like I said, I was really, really lucky that I moved home. I've always worked my whole life. In college, I managed a gym. I worked for an alcohol company. So I was always making money. And I was really lucky that I like was pretty financially smart by saving all my money and moving home. And that's why I was able to. So I would say the funding wasn't really a huge challenge. I think the biggest challenge would be finding like reliable workers. I think we had a certain budget in mind. So finding workers, like construction workers that fit into our budget and also had quality work was pretty challenging. And I think when people say something's going to be done in a week and then it takes 5 weeks, I think that was definitely a challenge, like a timeline. I was so eager to open and a lot of delays just came from the work itself. That wasn't even like our fault or anything.
Yeah.
And I think also the biggest and scariest thing is finding good instructors because that's going to be who's like leading our brand. And that was like, I think we'll talk about that more later too, but our instructors are like amazing.
No, that's insane. There's so much that goes into opening a business, period, let alone when you're in the fitness industry, you're dealing with people's physical health. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And since you are only 25, you were young, this is your first time opening a business.
I was 24.
You were 24 at the time, which is even more amazing because I'm 24 now and this is daunting hearing all of this. But how did you deal with some of the skepticism and doubt? It sounds like everyone was very supportive when you told them about it, but was there anyone who was like, are you sure? Like, do you really want to do this? And how did you handle that?
Yeah, I think like my mom was like the biggest person that got me through all of the self-doubt. Like anytime, even today, if I'm like, oh my God, it was like a slower day in the studio, she's like, oh, well, it's back to school night. That's why nobody's here. Or like, it's because it's a beautiful day and everyone's outside with their kids. Like she always comes up with like such good like reasoning and like of why like things could happen. When I move out, which is coming up soon, I'm like down bad. I'm like, what am I going to do without you? We literally do like everything together. It's going to be so sad.
Yeah, that's my mom and I too. It's like really special when you have that kind of relationship with her, but you'll always have reform.
I know, that's what like we always say, but like we can't, like we'll always have to talk. Like well, this will like, not that we wouldn't, even in school, I was talking to her literally every single day. But she is just amazing. And she's definitely the person that like all my self-doubt out the window because of her.
That's really special. It's incredible. And what's something you wish that more people knew about opening a Pilates studio or maybe opening a business in general?
Yeah, I would definitely say like what we talked about earlier is that like it's not cheap. Like you need to like, you can't just slap things onto the floor and call it a day and be like, I'm going to open up my doors. Like you have to think about the brand. You have to think about every little piece because it's all so important. I also think that being like readily available 24/7 is like really important. When we first opened, we even today, there's always an owner here. One of us, like we're lucky that there's 3 of us. We always have an owner here. And I'm laughing because someone, like a man speaking through the window behind you. Oh, no. So I was just laughing. And wait.
We love having spectators. It's fine.
Yeah. I think also like research in general, like we probably spent like 4 months just finding like a software platform to do.
Wow.
And like some people think like, oh, like let me just use the MindBody or the Mariana Tech that all these other companies use and like not even do research. Like it is so important to do research. We ended up going with a company based out of California that has like a lot less clients and like they're amazing. And like it's not all about the most money you need to spend on those things. Like just do your research because you shouldn't just do what everyone else is doing. Sometimes the most popular isn't always the best. Like we were in Facebook groups, we were on the phone with all different software companies until we found the right fit. And like I think if we just jumped in like, all right, we'll just do this one because this studio does it, we would have probably had a lot more issues in the future, I think.
Right, definitely. And speaking of research, how did you kind of go about pricing to make sure it was sustainable for the area, your clientele, and that you kept people coming back? How do you think about that?
Yeah, so my mom is definitely the numbers gal. Like she sat down and crunched all of our numbers and figured out what would we need to be profitable. We didn't want to be like a budget studio. We wanted to be in the same range as other high-end studios in the area. So I think we did a lot of research with like what other studios were pricing out and also just like what we needed to be profitable.
Right.
I think like that's like so important at the end of the day. Like I said, like these machines aren't cheap. They cost over $10,000 a piece. Like we wanted to make sure that our prices like reflect that. Like we want to be a high-end studio.
Yeah, and people will pay for Pilates.
Definitely.
Like, once you do a workout and you're addicted to it, like it's literally a cult. People get obsessed.
Literally, it is a cult.
And then we talked a little bit about the marketing and how you initially built the community, but now that the studio is up and running, like what are you doing to foster the Reform community? I saw you have some events coming up. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing with building our community is that we always had an owner here, and like we always were talking to everyone. Like after class, like I think I know everyone's like that goes to the studio, their first name, where they were born, their birthday. Like I know everything about everyone. It's because I get to know them. Like I know why they're not coming for a week, because they're in Aruba with their family, and like getting to know them on that personal level was huge in building our community. And just like being available 24/7. The studio phone is connected to our phone, so we're always answering. My biggest pet peeve about other studios is when you call and you cannot get a hold of them, especially
I second that.
Especially if like the software like crashes, because it happens so often. Like if your app doesn't work and you can't get into a class, like how do you reach them?
Right.
So like we are always available, which I think was a really, really big thing. And then like you said, like we host a lot of events. We'll do theme nights. A few months ago, we did a country night. We did an 80s night. We're doing, fun. This Sunday, we're going to be doing a breast cancer awareness class, which will be really nice. We'll be donating some proceeds to some really good organizations. And definitely more in the fall, we're going to be doing a lot more like Tate McRae, pop star like songs and playlists and all of that fun stuff. So
fun.
Definitely keeping our clients coming back. But I think the biggest thing that what brings them back is just like the community we built. Like we have so many girls here that made friends just by coming here. They came here just to make friends, and they are walking away with long time friendships now. And it's like amazing to see.
Yeah, and I want to dig in on that, because there's some studios where you go and it feels so cliquey and you're like scared to come back, or if it's your first time trying a class, maybe you're nervous, and it feels like you're coming here and you're like, no, talk to the person on the
like literally they want to talk to you.
Yeah.
And like even us, like I'm always at that desk and I'm always like, tell me, like, how did you find us? Like, where are you from? Like, I made so many friends here. And even like going off with the instructors, like these girls are literally amazing. I can confidently say each one of them are like a close friend of mine. They will all be at my wedding. Like they are so amazing. We got so lucky with our instructors. We put an ad out. We got like 50 people interested.
Wow.
And when we put our ad out, we didn't say like, you need to be certified. Like we actually just wanted fitness enthusiasts. We didn't want any certifications. Obviously if they were certified in other things, that was okay. Right. But we wanted to like mold them into like exactly what we wanted. We didn't want anyone coming in with like other conceptions of other things. And I think that's what's made us so successful, because we molded them into exactly what we wanted. And even we had an amazing trainer come out from California, Jonathan. He's absolutely amazing. He helped us build our instructors, our brand. I can't recommend him enough. And it just goes to show, even going back to your other question, like other things that like you need to do when you're opening up a studio is like spend the money on like the trainers and train them. You don't want to just get anyone that says they're certified in this and that and then just have them work for you. Right. I had someone like one time say, hey, like if you ever need a sub, and I was like, I'd probably just never use a random person on the side of the street to sub. Like we want someone that's certified in our methodology. We've had people come in that are certified in classical or like Legree, and we're like, no, you need to get recertified in this.
It's so different.
It's so different. And like if you just get anyone, I've seen other studios just like hire people that say they're certified and they don't even do their own training, which is, it's fine. I'm sure they're just as successful, but it's just, you really need to like have the instructor be certified in your methodology, because it's a new workout to everyone. Like this X-Formers is brand new to Monmouth County. So we need to make sure that all of our trainers were trained to like teach this new methodology to our clients. Right. And that's like so important.
Yeah. And it's very new. Like there are not a lot of X-Former studios in New Jersey in general, let alone in like Monmouth and Ocean County.
No, literally. And even like in the beginning, we gave them a vault of information, a vault of routines, a vault of moves. And we were like, you're not to do any moves that are not in here. I know you can go on TikTok and see like Joe Schmo doing this move, but like we don't want to see it. And like even after like a few months, they like would do a random move and I'd be like, where did you learn that? And they always thought like, oh, you're being like, don't just like whatever. And I was like, no, like there's a reason why we're having you just do this. And now a year later, we've let them like go on and like get moves on the internet. And the other day, one of my instructors came and said, thank God that you did that, because now I actually understand the move and I actually understand the modifications and the form correction and the intensifications. Like if they were just doing TikTok moves, we call them, they probably would not have been, like there would have probably been injuries in the class because they were just seeing it and thinking that they could teach it. So I'm so happy we were strict in the beginning with like the routines and the moves, because that's what, one, our clients got comfortable with the moves, are getting stronger and better, and our instructors actually understand what they're teaching now. It's not just like, oh, we're going to do this, and this today. Like now they're kind of like learning more and incorporating it, but now they're able to because they know it and they have the knowledge.
Yeah, it sounds like, I wouldn't say strict. You're thoughtful about the way that you had them training, and it's important because you could get injured so easily with the spring load, and you're engaging your core the entire
100%.
time. So it takes like a split second. So the fact that you put that much thought into your instructors, and maybe what else were you looking for aside from like a passion for fitness? So maybe there was like a certain type of personality or open-mindedness to the instructors. Like what were you kind of looking for?
Yeah, I just think like anyone with like really good work ethic, like I think you could tell off the bat when someone isn't going to be a good employee. So I think just someone that was like trustworthy. And I will say we have 9 instructors now, and they are all so different. Like there's not one type of personality. We have one that's outgoing, is going to like shout in your ear. Another one that's maybe more reserved, but like very thoughtful and very thorough with what they talk about. So just like everyone is so different, and I love that. Like we didn't want everyone to be one certain way, because we have people that love one instructor and don't go to another one, not because they're not great, but because their personalities don't mesh.
Exactly.
So we wanted instructors that have all different personalities. But like I can't even like explain how lucky we got. It's been a year, and all of like, we've cut a few people, but like majority of our girls have been here the entire time, and like they're really so amazing. Like
That's
really,
amazing.
you have to come and take everyone.
No, I will be here. Like honestly, next week I'm coming to try.
Because they're just like so amazing. I like literally got so lucky. I consider them like family. Like it's so hard sometimes. I'm like, shit, I'm your boss. Like I can't be doing this with you, but like I love them literally. And I would say like they were all fitness enthusiasts, but not one of them had any Pilates experience, which was amazing, because if they came in with like, I'm this and this, like they would have wanted to change up our methodology, or they wanted to like do that. So it's so good, but they all still like have their own twist to things, which is really nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited to try a class. I'll be here. And let's dive a little bit into your mindset. Let's talk about the growth that you've experienced personally since becoming an entrepreneur and adding that to your toolbox.
Yeah, I think I've become like a lot more confident. Growing up, all my teachers used to literally write in my yearbook, like, you need to gain confidence. Like, you know it, you just need to be confident. Like, that's my biggest thing, even in work. Like, I know the answer, but when I get asked, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Or I'm like, can you check my work? And like, it will be 100% right. But I don't know why, I've just always lacked confidence. But I think opening up this, I've gained so much confidence and have actually like believed in myself. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, like when I'm working my corporate job. Even though I just moved roles and I am super happy in my new role, I think like during those busy seasons, I never saw a light at the end of the tunnel. Right. But now like with this studio, I do. And I'm just like, I could so see like an amazing like future for myself. And I would say like just like confidence in general.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. And I feel like being a business owner at your age, and just being like a female business owner in general, let alone that you're 25, like it's a lot, and you're balancing so many different lives, so many different versions of you. What does a typical day look like for you now, if that even exists?
So it literally depends on the day. So I'm either here at the studio in the morning or at night. So if I'm working in the morning, I get here at like either like 6 a.m. or even 5 a.m. sometimes, depending on the class. If it's a super busy class or a lot of new people, I want to be here early.
Right.
I bring my laptop. I start working at 9 a.m. I take all my meetings. I'm working, but greeting everyone. Obviously, there's like a 15-minute period in between classes, so I'll use that time to like talk to everyone, and then the class goes in. I'm like 45 minutes focused on my work, and then repeat the cycle, and then go home and work more. I work a lot. I definitely work a lot, but I do pride myself on like a balanced lifestyle. I really do. But I'm also my friends live in the city, so I really try to like go and see them as much as I can. I'm a part of a networking group that I meet with like every Friday morning at 7 a.m., which is also amazing. So I'm definitely very
Yeah, it sounds like you're juggling a lot.
Yeah.
But that's incredible.
No, but like I genuinely love it. And like I said, like having the balanced life is like so important. Me and my boyfriend love to travel. It's like my love language. We're going to Italy in a few weeks over the summer. He has a beach house down the shore. Like even if I'm working at the studio here in the morning, I'll go down the shore at night just to like get a little bit of freedom. But like I don't even consider this work. Like I literally, if my boyfriend's like, you're working Saturday, I'm like, what do you mean going to the studio? Yeah, like sure. I mean, like I don't even consider it work.
So it's true, when you do what you love, it doesn't feel like
no, like literally it's insane. I literally always thought my dad was insane when he would say that, but like I genuinely love being here. Like if Kendra or my mom is sick, and they're like, oh, can you go stop at the studio? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like it's like I live 2 minutes away. It's not like a hassle. I love it.
And is there a key to balancing being an instructor, a business owner, a girlfriend, working corporate, like doing all of those things? Do you feel like there's a secret ingredient to all of that?
I think just like forcing yourself to like knowing that like it's okay if you're like, I think the biggest thing I've had to come like into acceptance with is like, if I'm not here, like the studio's not going to blow up. Like it's going to be okay. And we've built our instructors to be amazing and to be able to run the studio without us. So I think like forcing myself to take a step back on things that aren't as important is what's been really helpful on the balancing, because I'm like, okay, like I have a doctor appointment, like I could go, and like if my mom or Kendra can't be here for whatever reason, like it's okay. Like, the studio will be okay. So I think when I've come to that was hard for me in the beginning, but I think coming to that mindset's helped me have a much more balanced life. Because I'm like, okay, you can leave early to go to dinner, like with your friends. It won't be the end of the world. Like they could close up. And I think once I had that mindset, I was like, okay, this is better.
Like you built this. This is your child.
It's
like,
literally my baby.
Sure everything's going well. Like I feel like that's natural. But it sounds so like hard. You found the balance.
I did find the balance. It was hard. I'm like, I gotta make sure that I don't have to stop checking the Ring camera, that like someone's there, like they're gonna show up, like they're so good at that. Like I think once I came to the realization that it will run without me, or like someone being here, then I was able to like have a more balanced life.
Yeah, and that just proves that you're an amazing entrepreneur. So kudos to you. And have there been any pinch me moments throughout this whole process? You've now been up and running for over a year, right? Or okay.
Yeah, so it's been 1 year. We hit our 1 year in September. I think that was a huge pinch me moment. Like coming to our not even grand opening, our 1 year celebration. I was like, oh my God, I did it. And then a few days after, I bought a house, which was like a very pinch me moment, because I could not, thank you. I couldn't believe that I could like afford a house. I was like, this is weird. Like many people don't buy houses until they're 30. So I'm like buying a full blown single family home, which is insane. So I think that was like a huge pinch me moment. I was like, holy crap, I'm literally a homeowner because of this. I would not be able to own a house without Reform.
And then has there been anything that maybe didn't go as planned throughout the last year? And what did it teach you, if so?
Yeah, I think, what is something that didn't go as planned? Like I said earlier, I think like when people say one day, it probably means 1 month, 1 year before they get things done. I think that's like something that's always been like a challenge. And also that like every fumble is recoverable. Like I think that when things go wrong, like it can turn into something really good. Like for example, like we lost power here. And I was stressing out that like we didn't have music coming from the stereo. I literally bought my boombox, played music, the lights were off, and everyone loved it. They were like, oh my God, the lights were off. That was so different.
Amazing.
Like positives can come from fumbles. Even like I was stressing in the beginning, oh my God, like people are gonna think it's weird, like it's gonna be like maybe hot in the studio because we have no power and stuff, and like people loved it. Like so just like making the good out of what you might think is a bad in the moment is so important. Like that's why I feel like we have been really lucky with like no really challenges, because they've all turned out to be like amazing things. Obviously we can't help with like construction and stuff like that's gonna be delayed, or even like when we get our merchandise, like if I'm like sitting waiting for it, like it's gonna take longer, then like who cares, they don't have the stretchers on the shelf this week, it'll be in next week. Just like coming, like everything's gonna be fine. And like having a positive mindset, literally.
And sometimes it sounds like it turns out better than you even expected when something does pivot and it ends up different.
Oh my God, definitely. It's always better.
Great, that's awesome. And then let's dive into your personal wellness and lifestyle. So how do you maintain your wellness routine, your lifestyle as someone who's working in the business, but also balancing the corporate lifestyle?
So I think during busy season, when I'm like busy season in my audit, I'm like super stressed out and I try to take literally a Pilates class every time that I'm here at the studio. I like check everyone in and I'm hopping in here and taking class. I would also say traveling and making plans of like when my next trip is going to be. Like I'm going to Italy in 2 weeks. Like I've been looking forward to this trip. That's what got me through busy season. Even we love going to country concerts. We'll like travel to Florida to the wild.
Fun.
Yeah, we love country music. So I feel like having like our next trip planned is like what gets my wellness.
Yeah, little things to look forward to.
Things to look forward to, because I think that's so important. But overall, my wellness, I try to eat really healthy. I've been a vegetarian for like pretty much probably the past like 7 years.
Oh, same. So I just stopped like a couple months ago.
Wait, that's so funny you say that, because I'm trying to up my protein. I think I'm gonna have to eat meat again.
Yeah, literally 7 years for me too.
Oh my God.
And then I just stopped. Like,
are you eating like meat now?
Yeah, when I moved to Italy, I was like full-blown carnivore. I was ordering steak at every meal. I was like, what was I doing to myself for that many years?
Well, now I just like feel like my body and stuff needs protein.
Yeah.
Like I eat fish. So I was like a pescatarian. I don't know if you eat fish.
No, I do.
Okay, so I used to eat, I've always eaten fish, but like at the end of the day, like I need to eat protein. So I'm trying to work myself up. But what do you recommend? Chicken or steak? Do I like?
So I haven't.
Did you have like
chicken
stomach
yet.
pains? Like I feel like I'm gonna have stomach pains.
That's like, so I went to visit my boyfriend in Italy before I actually moved there, and I was like, let's go to a farm to table place. Like I'm ready. Let's do it. So I felt like it was like sustainable, healthy, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was a steak for me, and I'm like, wow, I'm never.
I've always
back.
been a burger girl.
Yeah.
Before.
So maybe you need a burger. And honestly, Europe's like the place to do it.
Okay,
so maybe on your trip in 2 weeks.
I don't think chicken skews me out, but
it
like
skews me out too. That's
I tried
haven't eaten
turkey.
Chicken yet.
I've been trying to do like turkey.
Okay. Yeah, ease yourself into it. It was a slow process.
I have like bad stomach
for me.
pains all the time that I'm like so scared I'm gonna have like
but I think my
pains.
stomach has gotten better since doing it. So I'm here for all your questions.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to help me because I'm like need to up my protein.
Yeah.
I like know that for a fact. I try to eat really healthy, but it's hard when like I just want to pair with pasta because I love. I'm sure the Italian you love the pasta, but I love it and I need to eat protein with it because I'm gonna literally turn into a noodle if I don't stop eating pasta.
Yeah, especially when you're like doing this workout all the time, trying to build muscle. It's like the protein is so important.
Oh my God, yeah, and even just like. Since I'm so busy 24/7, like I need to have the energy to do everything. So I think like fooling your body with what you need and what's important is what's going to get me through my day. Because like I don't really drink coffee. So like other than that, I'm like crazy all day. So I need to like, I can't eat crap or my body's going to crash out on me and I'm going to be tired all day.
Yeah.
Which I am always tired, but
you're doing a lot, so it makes sense. I get it. And how do you personally define success, and how has that maybe changed since opening the studio and becoming an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I think going back to what my dad used to always tell me is that it's not work if you love what you do. And like I said before, like I always thought he was crazy, but now I feel like now I am on the route to success because like it's true. Like I love what I do, and I think that's all the success I need. Like if I was depressed coming here, like it wouldn't be success to me. But now that like I found something that I genuinely love and want to do and am fine with being here 24/7, that's all the success I need. All the success I need, literally.
Yeah, and you're able to buy a house, like you're traveling. It sounds like you have everything you could have.
I know. My boyfriend thinks we're going to be house broke. And I'm like, no, we'll be fine. We won't be house broke. I'm like, we're going to be traveling everywhere. We're going to still go to those football games. We love going to football games. We travel. We're trying to go to like all the stadiums in the country.
Fun. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I know. We'll see.
What count are you up to right now?
So we've been to California. So we've done like SoFi Stadium. We've done NRG Stadium in Houston. We've done Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Obviously MetLife, Philly. And then our next one, I think, we want to do Dallas in December. But we haven't done that many. We've done like a 5, I would say.
You've done more than me, so I'm impressed.
I know. I'm trying. It's my goal.
Yeah. And then maybe looking ahead, where do you see Reform going over the next couple of years? What future plans do you have for the studio? Not to be daunting.
No, yeah. Number 2 is in the works. We're trying to find the perfect location. Yeah. So we're looking to stay like around like a 15 15 to 20 minute radius from this location, but I definitely see like 5 locations in the next 5 years. I really want to work on building the brand. I run the social media. One of our instructors does a lot of the content for us, but I run all the social media. I'm posting everything, making themes, and making all my ads and stuff. So I think building our social media presence is something I really want to see too in the next 5 years, along with obviously another location, and just honestly keep building our community. Like, I am obsessed with every client that walks through here. They're just like all amazing. And I think just building it and having everyone continuously come and still show up is like what I want to see in the next 5 years.
Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah. It's crazy because you have like the creative mindset, but you're also in accounting, you own a business. Like, you really do it all.
I do the merchandise, I do the social media, I handle the employees and like all their scheduling and stuff like that. So yeah, I do a lot of everything, but I love it.
Yeah.
It doesn't like feel like a lot.
Amazing. And what advice do you have for maybe other young women that are around our age that are sitting on a dream or idea and aren't sure where to start?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely believe in yourself, and I think make a plan. So write down, like, if you want to open up an ice cream shop, write down all the steps to get there. You have to learn how to make ice cream. You have to find a location, and then start at the bottom and build yourself up to that goal, and you'll get there. I think like coming up with all the steps is the biggest thing, but literally go down and everything you will need to be successful, and then just start from the bottom up, and you'll get there.
Yeah, I'm a big advocate for writing things down.
Yeah.
I'm like, any thought I have is in my notes app on my phone or on a piece of paper in my journal. Like,
I love that. No, and you're manifesting it.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
Of course.
Literally.
I love it. And here you are. So it works.
It works.
And if you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice, maybe before opening the studio or a couple years ago when you were doubting your major, your corporate lifestyle, anything like that, what would you tell her?
Everything is going to work out. And like when I was in high school and I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I just picked business because that's what my friends were doing and it was broad, like just telling myself that like literally everything is going to work out. Believe in yourself. No matter what route you take, it's going to lead you to something bigger. I think even if I went to college for nursing, I still feel like I would have found myself here some way or another, which is so crazy.
Yeah.
But I think it was literally meant to be. I couldn't be happier, really.
Amazing. All right, let's finish it off with a couple rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite Pilates move or exercise on the Reformer, and why?
Definitely inner thighs. I think I've never worked on my inner thighs prior to doing Pilates, and every time I leave, like, you never think about your inner thigh muscles. And I think ever since I started doing inner thighs, I feel it 24/7. I can't walk, and I love it. Inner thighs, hands down.
That's amazing. I'll give an answer for this one too. It's an unpopular opinion, but I love the super lunge.
Okay.
People hate it.
Wait, is that the one where you are standing on the...
Yeah, like you're holding the cable facing the back.
But you're like, standing full body on this.
Like,
oh my God, that one's hard.
It's hard.
That one's hard.
My favorite. I'm like, you are engaging your entire lower body, and people will probably be like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
But
no, that's a good one though. I always say it's challenging, not hard, because you got through it.
I love that.
And that's like my mom's favorite thing to say when people walk out and they were like, oh my God, that was hard. They're like, no, it was challenging and you got through it.
Wait, that's my new life motto.
Yeah, it's challenging, not hard.
Yeah, I love it. And then I know you're not a big coffee drinker, but if you do get coffee or matcha, what's your go-to order? Is there a place around here that you go to?
So I would say I don't drink coffee, but I have one coffee every year, and it's during holiday season. It's a chestnut praline latte from Starbucks, the hot version. That's literally the only coffee I'll drink. If I'm like really weirdly craving a coffee, which is like never, I'll go to like Pliables next door, our neighbors, and they'll make me something good. But I rarely do drink coffee. I really don't. I don't know how I don't.
Yeah, I spend way too much money getting coffee.
You would think I'm on caffeine like 24/7 because I'm insane, but I'm not.
That's amazing. Honestly, don't start because it's addicting once you do.
I know, I've heard.
I love it. And then what's a song or playlist that instantly boosts your mood in class or that you like to incorporate when you're instructing classes?
Yeah, I think country music. Like anytime I hear country, it's really weird who would want to work out to that, but I love it. And a lot of our playlists have like a little bit of Ariana Grande in it, and she's like literally my muse. I love her. And when I hear it on, I just instantly am like, I could do this. I could keep going, which is so random and weird. People like house music and stuff. I'm like Ariana and country.
That is a random combo.
Very random.
So I'm like, I need to take your class now so I can hear it in action. I'm like, I would never
know. I need
that.
to start getting on the schedule. I'm certified in everything, but with my corporate job, it's been hard for me to like get on the schedule. So I haven't taught in like a bit, but if God forbid, like every instructor couldn't teach one day, like I would hop in. I'm easily like able to. It's just so hard for me to commit to a schedule. So that's like the one thing I hope to also go back to the 5 years, see myself teaching more, because right now it's hard. I need to like step back from that to like have a balanced lifestyle.
Right.
So I think once I figure my life out in that sense, I can teach more.
Amazing.
And you can come take my class.
I am so excited. And to hear this playlist, I'm like, let's go.
Literally. You need to. I'm going to have like country Ariana, Justin Bieber. Who else do I like? Tate McRae. But Ariana's
All
my
the
girl.
classics.
All the classics.
Yeah, there we go. And Ashley, we're so generous in putting together a giveaway on behalf of Reform. Do you want to tell the followers, tell the listeners a little bit about what you guys are giving away?
Yeah, so we're giving away one class, and we also gave a guest pass. So if you win, feel free to bring a friend with you or use the guest pass on yourself if you want. So 2 classes, a pair of grippy socks because they are required for our workouts. We don't allow bare feet or regular socks. So a pair of socks and a water bottle. So everything to start your Pilates journey, and you're ready for your first class.
Amazing.
And I can't wait for you to wear the sweatshirt because I feel like that's literally another pinch me moment, because when I've one time like been out and like I've seen people wearing it and I'm like,
that is
wait,
so cool.
It's so weird. And
no,
like,
I'll be repping it.
No, literally. And even when I went skiing in like Vermont, I was on a ski lift and this girl next to me happened to be from Marlboro, and she's like, yeah, I've been wanting to try this Pilates through a Reform. And I'm like, what the hell?
That is a pinch me moment if I've ever heard
so weird.
One. Ashley, thank you so much. Deck yourself out. Where can everyone find Reform Pilates? Your website, your Instagram, connect with you personally. Give it to us.
Yeah, Reform Pilates NJ is our Instagram. Our website is www.reformpilatesnj2, I believe, .com. And yeah, I would say Instagram and TikTok is the best. I post the most on Instagram. You can DM us on there with any question. I always answer. And yeah, definitely follow us on Instagram because that's where you'll see a lot of our theme nights and all of our latest events. And lastly, our app, which is Reform Pilates NJ with like an RP in a circle. And if you download that, you can see our full schedule, all of our instructor times, all of our packages and everything there. So it's really easy to book.
So incredible. The studio is beautiful. I'm so excited for everyone listening to check it out. And thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.